Top Notch family, what is going on? So, in today's video, we are going to be discussing a lot of trade rumors involving Zach LaVine, Nikola Vucevic, and the list continues to go on. Definitely a lot of good players that's going to be on the trade block, and definitely a lot of players will be getting traded this trade deadline. But before we do start today's video, if you guys enjoy NBA content just like this, NFL news, MLB news, boxing news, whatever it is, we cover it all. Not a lot of channels cover every single sport. So I appreciate you guys if you give me that sub, drop a like, helps my channel grow, and also comment. So, as you see right here, it does say Denver Nuggets have discussed potential moves for Zach LaVine, Jordan Poole, Jonas Valanciunas, Jordan Clarkson, DeAndre Hunter, and Cam Johnson. And their interest in LaVine is definitely significant. Now, when I seen this, I was like, they're trying to form a new big three of Jokic, LaVine, and Jamal Murray, which ideally doesn't sound the greatest because Jamal Murray has been dealing with a lot more injuries and hasn't played that well. Zach LaVine is also a little bit injury concerned. And then obviously Jokic. I feel like this is like a panic move, which I don't think the Nuggets need to panic. I just feel like they just need to improve their roster on the bench side. That's what I truthfully think, because I think the Nuggets also have one of the best starting fives in the league, right? So the trade that has been brought up is Michael Porter Jr. and Zeke Naji. Now on the screen, I am going to bring up Zach LaVine's stats and also his contract to show you, like, how Zach LaVine's doing this year and the contract that's going to be involved in it, right? So he's averaging almost 22 points a game, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, shooting 50% from the field. His last 10, he's shooting about 41% from the three-point line, 36% against Boston, and shot 44% from the three-point line on the road. Anyways, his regular season shooting about almost 43% from the three-point line, and career shooting about 38%. Zach LaVine is a good player when he's healthy. Little inconsistencies, as you see, 18-11, but then puts up 32 and 30, and then drops 13. Now, you could say, well, Michael Porter Jr. is they got similar paths, right? Injury concern, big contract, and things like that. And they're also kind of near each other when it comes to points. Now, on the other screen, I'm going to show you Michael Porter Jr. stats, and then I'll show you Zach LaVine's contract after that. So Michael Porter Jr. stats, he's averaging about 18.5 points, 7 rebounds, 2.8 assists while shooting 51% from the field. But the thing that I like, he's 6'10", and he's a spot-up shooter, and I just feel like he fits perfect with this Denver Nuggets team. And I feel like adding a Zach LaVine doesn't really improve their roster much, if any. So as you see, shooting about 38% regular season, 40% as a career. Last 10 shooting about 37% from the three-point line. His rebounds, pretty good. I feel like this is a key thing that we need to talk about is rebounding, because the Nuggets don't have a backup center. They don't play Darius Saric. Zeke Naji doesn't play much. They're relying on DeAndre Jordan and Jokic. That's about it. It's not the greatest. So I think this plays a huge, huge factor right here. Now, when we look at Zach LaVine's contract, there's a reason why teams don't want to trade for Zach LaVine. It's really simple. There's a reason why he hasn't been traded in a while. Like I said, I brought it up earlier. They're concerned about the injury path, but also $43 million, $45 million, and $48 million. That's a big cap hit. You know what I mean? For inconsistent player. Then when we go to Michael Porter Jr., his contract would be right here. Michael Porter Jr. makes about 35, 38, and $40 million. So very similar contracts. I just feel like you don't even make this trade, and I just feel like you keep it as is and move on from Zach LaVine, right? I just don't think you do that. In other news, we definitely got more news coming out. Not the only stuff that's coming out, but a lot of stuff right here. So going to be reacting to Bleacher Report. The Lakers want to keep Hachimura, Rui, of course. They see him as a long-term piece out of the trade deadline. I feel like they're saying that because they didn't want to package him and D'Angelo Russell for like Cam Johnson or, Dorian Finney-Smith. That's what I personally think. So that's fine. The Lakers really don't have much young players anyways. It says Warriors evaluated front court, looking to improve center rotation ahead of trade deadline. I definitely agree. They're a very small team. They got the rookie, Trace Jackson Davis, I believe that's his name, Kevon Looney, but they definitely need more size if you're going to compete against the Boston Celtics, Dallas Mavericks, teams like that. And they're also looking at Nikola Vucevic, which Nikola Vucevic is a very good player. Not great defensively, but offensively, I feel like he does fit the Warriors, averaging 21 points a game, almost 10 rebounds, 3.2 assists, 58% from the field, almost 60, very efficient, about 6'10". Last 10 games, shooting 50% from the three-point line, which is crazy. 60% from the field, 9 rebounds, of course. So these are his numbers. Like, they look really, really good. Adding that to a Draymond, Steph Curry, and Dennis Schroeder, Buddy Hield, Jonathan Kuminga. I personally like those moves right there. If they look at Nikola Vucevic, because like I said, they are looking for a big man to help out. Then another news right here, obviously says Deis Smith, claimed by Wisconsin Herd, will have a pro day on Friday in Orlando for the numerous NBA teams, so he's going to get another chance. Congratulations to him. Then they got the Hawks shopping Clint Capela. Now, Clint Capela is a very odd player because I feel like he's past his prime, but I do feel like he could still help out a contender. And then obviously the Atlanta Hawks have Onyeka Okongwu, so they kind of want to put him as a starting position. Like Clint Capela is just there for now because of his contract. But these are his numbers: averaging 10 points a game, almost 10 rebounds, 10, 18, 21, 8, 11, and 6. You'll see what you can get off Clint Capela. I don't think you really get off much off a Clint Capela trade. We'll see what happens with that. In other news, kind of move on from that topic. You got, the Raptors, Boucher, Nets, Sharp among big men available before deadline. So you got Boucher, you got Sharp, very solid players that can help a contender team. Got some Greg Odom news, don't really care. Ira Winderman, shout out to him, pretty much asking, the Miami Heat, trying to look to trade Terry Rozier once again to see if they can get, some value off it, because ever since he got in the starting lineup with Tyler Hero, hasn't really looked well. And went to the 6-man, still not looking that great. So we'll see what happens with Terry Rozier. Hopefully they can get something. We got some news that Carmelo Anthony is reportedly in play for the NBC and Amazon NBA analyst jobs. So that's pretty cool. Love to see Melo talk. We got centers in high trade demand. The Lakers, the Clippers, the Bucks, the Pelicans eyeing players, front court players. Definitely the Lakers. They need a big for sure. The Clippers need a backup big to back up Zubac. The Bucks need a big to back up Milwaukee, and it's weird that the Pelicans are in this because they shouldn't be in no conversation to trade for no big. They're just not there. Jazz rejected Kessler's trade offers, so it looks like they're probably going to keep him. Or, having Danny Ainge doesn't usually help because he wants the best of the best for his players. I respect it, though. That's how you build a franchise. And then, obviously, more stuff like that. So that's kind of the news that is coming out for today. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. Let me know the players that you think is going to be on the move. And once again, follow for more NBA news content just like this. Peace.